Allie with PotomacBeads.com, and I'm going to show you today how to make a nice Christmas ornament, which you could actually make into a pendant as well. So gather up your materials and join me in making this Christmas star. So listing out the materials that you just saw, there's a couple of different versions that you can do and a couple of different ways you can make this, as simple or as crystally and glammy as you want. We're going to begin with some 0.006 wildfire beading thread, and I have the green color that I'm working with because I'm working with traditional colors for this one here. We're going to start actually at the back of the pendant, and how we're going to start is with our DiamonDuo beads. The DiamonDuos do have a flat side and a side that has a little cut. It looks like it is kind of bezeled a little bit. And what we are going to be doing is picking up one of our DiamonDuo beads. They have two holes. We want to make sure that it's facing up and that we're going through that lower hole. And then we're going to pick up 3 of our 15-0 seed beads. I'm using 2 different colors of 15-0s. We're going to be using the dyed silver line red for this back section. We're going to repeat this 6 times, making sure that we are doing our 15s and then picking up in the same way our DiamonDuo beads. One thing you want to make sure with any 2-hole bead or multiple hole bead is that as you're doing this, that both holes are usable, that you don't get to the outer edge and realize that one of the holes is actually blocked. So again, you're repeating this 3 times, and then what we're going to do is tie it into a circle. The nice thing about this ornament or pendant is that it is reversible, so you can wear it on both sides if you want, and it still gives a nice pretty view from the back side as well. And my last one that I'm adding on here. And then on go my 3 seed beads. You want to make sure that starting with a DiamonDuo that you end with those 3 seed beads. Take all of that and kind of let it shift down towards the bottom of the thread. You want to leave yourself just about 2 inches, that way you have enough to kind of hold on to. And you're going to tie a square knot, right over left and then left over right. When you do your first initial tie, you want to make sure that you don't have any seed beads caught in that circle loop. Give a nice tight pull. And there is our first opening loop. This is going to be the back of our pendant, and now what we're going to do is step up to add our next layer of beads on. As we step up, our next layer that we're going to add is our AVA bead. Whether or not you want to add the metal AVA beads or the regular glass AVA beads is up to you. I'm going to be using the metal AVAs in the gold color. If you do want to do this as a pair of earrings or some jewelry, you might want to use the glass. It's a little bit lighter. For an ornament, I really like the feeling of the metal. You're going to step up from the bottom hole of that DiamonDuo that you're going to sew through, and you're going to step up to the top hole of that same DiamonDuo. Thread is going to be on the outside of the DiamonDuo, and you're going to see it just the tiniest little bit, but by the time you add everything in, you will not see the thread. From here, we're going to go and pick up the second hole of all of our DiamonDuo beads, and as we pick them up, we are going to be adding in our metal AVA beads. In between, we are going to be adding a second or a seed crystal and seed bead collection. So coming through here, you can see along the back, you're going to add a 15. So I'm going to stick with my red color. Because I'm coming out of the right side of that DiamonDuo, I'm going to go through the right-hand side of one of my AVA legs. And again, we use 6 beads, so we're going to have 6 AVAs that we're adding. From here, between our AVA beads, I want to add a 15 in the red, a 3 millimeter bicone in my emerald AB, and a 15-0 seed bead in the red. Grab your next AVA, again through one of the legs, the bottom there, if it's facing like an A. Add a 15 in the red, sew through the next of our DiamonDuo beads. And those of you wondering if you can do this with gem duos, you can do it with gem duos also. Add in one more 15-0 after you're coming out of the end of the actual DiamonDuo, and then go through the next leg of the AVA bead. We're going to repeat this the whole way around the piece to get the back of our pendant or ornament established. As you finish sewing around, you're going to notice that when you're adding your last of your beads in, you still have that first leg of the first AVA bead. You add your 15-0 and sew through your next of your diamond duos. What we're going to do now is actually add the diamond duos on the front, which are also going to be kind of connected to that bottom. So basically there's diamond duos going both ways. Here along the back we catch on to the second hole of the diamond duo. Along the front we are going to catch on to the first hole. So what you need to do is sew through your 15-0 after the diamond duo, sew through the AVA, then through your first 15 crystal 15 combo, and out after that second AVA bead through that first leg. You want to make sure you're starting this where your thread is coming out that first hole of one of your AVA beads. From here, we're going to go to the front and add in our diamond duos. And those, it's a little bit hard to see kind of here in the finished one, but what you're going to be doing is adding 2 15-0 seed beads and then 1 of your diamond duo beads. You can see it a little bit better there. 2 15-0s, 1 diamond duo. The diamond duos that I add, I'm going to be making sure that I go through, again, that bottom hole of my diamond duo. So this one's here, you're going to get hidden a little bit. We're going to use the red. We're using 2 15-0s, and then I'm going to sew through the diamond duo, so it's the bottom hole, basically, of the diamond duo, making sure that it's facing up. 2 more of our seed beads, and then into the next hole of our AVA bead. As you're doing this, these diamond duos are almost going to hang down, and you'll see the back side. Eventually we'll get through and we will kind of face them up and make them ready to hold in our pendant. When you get to the sides here along the edging, all you're going to do is sew through and come out through the next of your AVA beads. So I'm throwing through the 15 and the crystals, coming out through the next leg of the AVA bead and repeating. On go 2 15s in that red color. On goes my diamond duo, making sure that I'm going through the bottom hole and that it's facing up. 2 15s, and then through the next leg of my AVA bead. And once you do this, you're going to repeat this 6 times till we get our last 6 diamond duos in place. When you're done putting in the last of your diamond duos, you're coming out one of the legs of the metal AVA beads. We're going to go through the crystal seed bead crystal combo here and get over to our next diamond duo. We want our thread and needle coming out through the diamond duo, so you're going through the crystal seed bead crystal, the leg of the next AVA bead. You can see it's kind of flopping all around right now. Don't worry about that. And you're going to go through all the way through those 2 15-0s sitting here, and then out through our diamond duo. So you're basically just getting over to the other diamond duo. From here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be kind of going a loop like a figure 8. So the first thing we're going to do in our loop is we are going to add in 2 of our 15s in our green color. And this is the emerald gold luster green. Our 4mm, or I'm sorry, our bicone in the 3mm, and then 2 more of our 15s. We're going to circle around the bottom of that same diamond duo. So the thread's coming out on the right-hand side here. I add my 5 beads, and then I'm going to go back through that same diamond duo, starting on the left-hand side, and my thread is going to exit on the right, back where it was. From here, I'm going to step up from the top hole, or the bottom hole of that diamond duo to the top hole of the diamond duo. Coming along the top here, you're going to notice we're going to add 3 of our 15-0s. And again, I'm going to do this with my green color. So 3 15s in the green. Go through that top hole of the AVA bead from the right-hand side. 3 more in the green. And through that same diamond duo bead, needle coming out the left-hand side. This is going to catch on and form that little star. From here, you're going to step down along that same bead. So you're going to have thread on both the right and the left side going from the top to the bottom hole. And now you're going to continue on to the next one. So you kind of shimmy down there, move your beads out of the way, go through the next 2 red 15-0 seed beads, go through the leg of the AVA bead. When you come out the side, go through those 3 beads that sit along the side connecting the AVAs. Through the next leg of the next AVA bead. Through the 2 15-0 seed beads in the red color, and out the DiamonDuo, and then repeat. Circling up and doing that same kind of figure 8, getting into place and getting it to sit and cooperate those green 11s and or those green 15s as well as that crystal. So again, through those 2 15s here is all I need to do yet to get me in place to do the DiamonDuo. And again, like I keep saying, and I said this during Twitch when I was kind of figuring out my counts for this, it's gonna sit a little funky as soon as we put that beautiful 18mm Rivoli in there. It will sit perfectly as we're working around it. As you're doing this, when you're coming out of one of the top of your AVAs, if you want to add something that you can put a bail on for either a pendant or to hold onto an ornament and a little wire, what I'm going to suggest is when you're coming out one of the top of your AVAs after your first 3 15-0 green beads, go ahead and add in 3 of your red 15-0s, 1 of your bicones, and then your wire guard. So you're going to go through one side of the wire guard, down through the other side of the wire guard, pinch that end of the wire guard together just the tiniest little bit, back down through that same 3mm crystal, make sure you don't have any extra thread showing. Add in 3 more of your red 15s and back through the other side of the AVA bead. What that's going to do is put that wire guard right on the top there of our little star, and now we have something to hold on to as we're going to put it on our tree or onto our necklace. 3 more 15-0s get added on. This finishes up my last of my DiamonDuo beads, and I'm going to go through that first hole of the DiamonDuo beads towards the interior of the project, through the first 2 15s in the green color, and out through the green bicone. Here's where we get to have the fun and pick up our 18mm Rivoli, drop that right there into that open space, and we're going to go ahead around and create basically a netted bezel linking onto all of these bicones. Backtracking just a tiny little bit, sorry about that, we need to connect our DiamonDuos before we connect our bicones. So I'm going to be doing this with my green color coming out of my DiamonDuo. I want you to add on to your thread and needle a collection of 7 of the 15-0s in the green color. Sew through to your next DiamonDuo bead, around in a circle, creating a loop of these green seed beads along with 7 each time, so 7 go on. And once you have those 7 on, sew through to the next DiamonDuo. And this is the front DiamonDuos that sit on top of the AVA beads that you're catching on to that inner hole to create that nice loop. As the last 7 beads get added here in that green row around, you're going to sew again back up through those 2 15-0s, through that bicone, and now we're going to add 4 red seed beads between each of the bicone. Make sure you're ready with your crystal. Kind of push all those bicones up so that they're on top of the crystal, and again 4. So you're going to do 4 of your red and then sew over to your next bicone. That's really going to pull that, oops, sorry, 5 there. That's really going to pull it kind of towards the middle and take away a fair amount of that kind of curvature that's happening. So 5 go in there. My fault there, I said 4, but it's actually 5. Through the next bicone, and 5 more. Just push that tail out of the way as you're going around and kind of circling up. This is a great opportunity to kind of clean up your bead mat. You are done with the green, so if you do want to clean those up, you can do so. And just go the whole way around, catching on to those bicones. So again, 5 go on, and you're circling just around to all 5 of your bicones. And this is a simple netting that's happening as you're pulling them in towards one another. After you get finished with your center row of your 5 red beads, what I suggest is sewing through that again, because that bezel is holding that crystal in there, and it makes it nice and tight to kind of hold that in there. If you are doing a more simple design, you can just do a 15-0 seed bead along the corner, and then here on the point, you can just do all of your 15-0 seed beads or your 11-0 seed beads. Here in this one, I used actually some round 3mm rather than bicones. And on the exterior here, just the crystal after adding in some of the 15 and a smaller one here. Once you're done, so there's a bunch of different variants basically. Once you're done, you're gonna go through the 15-0 green seed beads that sit right after that crystal. Give a nice tight pull to get that rounded loop in there. And what you're going to do then is bring your thread and needle towards the back of the project. And all I'm going to do is sew through the DiamonDuo behind, as well as then bringing my thread and needle to the same stopping point. And as they're at the same stopping point, what I'm going to do is I am going to tie off those thread ends. Again, no matter which colors you decide to do your star in, keep in mind there are a number of different variants. You can do it as earrings, you can do it as a pendant, and as always, you can do it as a Christmas ornament. I even have, just to show you kind of the collection of the different colors, and the idea that if you want to make it even bigger and more bold, you can kind of set that little silk tassel here on the bottom. And you can either do that with the thread that you have that's already attached, and just like we did the wire guard here at the top, you can add the thread at the bottom for a nice really addition to that Christmas ornament. As always, thank you so much for watching this video from us here at Potomac Beads. Remember, if you need any supplies, you can check out the links below me to create this awesome Christmas star. To shop with us online at PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. Remember to hit that bell if you're not already subscribed and get regular updates from us here at Potomac Beads. You can also give a little thumbs up, especially give that thumbs up since we're doing this as a little friendly competition. And also comment below, let us know what changes you made to the design, what color scheme you're doing, and which you're going to make which version of this awesome Christmas star. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy holidays.